if you're going to be in shipping, you should spend some years abroad. There was, I'm not going to mention his name, but he's a well-known investor in Oslo or in Norway, who said, why stay in Norway to be a cod when you can go abroad to become a shark?
That's a fantastic quote. Yeah. And meeting young people, myself and you, in a much bigger degree, of course, asking into question, I want to become, the next Mr. John Fredrickson or just the next shipping executive. I mean, all those histories, and you, of course, know him much more personally. Maybe just it's a testament that you have to be willing to go outside your comfort zone, go abroad. Maybe that's just as easy as that. Don't have those aspirations if you don't know what it actually takes.
Yeah, and actually you'll find that, I think, if you look at the Greek model, to put it that way, you've managed to have a generational shift to kind of Mr. Fredrickson's peers, to their sons and daughters, who are able to do it really, really well in shipping. But these guys have done it all from bottom up. And I think kind of in shipping, it's actually a craft. So if you're going to do like commercial shipping, there's lots of stuff you can do related to shipping, like legal kind of financing and technical and all that stuff. But a lot of kind of technical, operational, chartering, shipbroking, so forth. It's a craft, almost like being a plumber. And then you actually should start, somewhere where you learn the craft before you try to make decisions, utilizing the craft. And there you probably will find far more opportunities abroad than you'll find here in Norway. Potentially the technical side, Oslo is still a hub, and the qualifications you can gain from Trondheim and other universities. There is also then, you have the oil industry, which is also related to shipping. There's a lot of parts of shipping that Frontline is not involved in, but where great skills are needed. But if you're going to be commercially oil or bulker or some of these things, you should start entry point at a low level function, but do it abroad.
Makes sense. If you can only read one newspaper or magazine every week, which one would it be?
The one I actually read the most is FT. FT is like DN, but with good journalists. But they also have lifestyle and travel and all that stuff, so it's actually quite nice to read on a weekend. But they also have journalists that actually write journalistic stuff, and it's has a global reach.
And last time I asked you for book recommendations, you were busy with the Euronav thing. People can tune into that. That was a deal in itself. We should not spend time on it. But you didn't have the time to read any books, way too busy. Is that still the case? Or how we have something to recommend people? It's Christmas soon. We need hard packages under the Christmas tree.
Yeah, no, I wish I had a good book. And I don't. I haven't really finished. Well, what was the last book I finished?
Saudi. You recommended last time.
Yeah. No, but I think the last book I finished was probably this summer, and it was one of Clive Cussler's kind of. It's like a crime novel, but Clive Cussler it's all happening on the oceans, and it's like a marine environment. So I love reading that during the summer. But I do have a book that's on my to-do list, which is basically the head of the Norwegian National Fund. His basically interviews with the leaders of the stock-listed companies that the Norwegian oil fund is invested in. So I got that from my son to my birthday, and I started to open it, and it's actually quite interesting.
Perfect.